What's good, y'all? It's your boy Kim Barker here at the Too Easy Podcast. And before we get started with today's video, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Blue Chew. And yes, I know a couple of you motherfuckers out there got ED. It's a little hard to get it up. Can't get that noodle right. Well, fret not no more, baby. We got Blue Chew. Pop a tab or two, and you can go blue, just like me. Oh man, I was trying to be serious with this commercial. Oh my gosh. Try to go hard, motherfucker. I call it the David Goggins. He's always hard. Stay hard, motherfuckers. Fun part, what's called damn tech, or not the text, but my dog finally watched Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh yeah, man! Just got back from watching Deadpool Wolverine movie. Uh, hey, it was a decent look. I am happy for the Marvel for the MCU for getting away from that bullshit political women's rights,
The agenda.
all this bullshit. Yeah, agenda. I'm so happy that we got away from that because I was like, God damn, I haven't been to the movie theater to watch a Marvel movie in years since like Endgame. I haven't been to the movies since Endgame, man. Because I'm like, God damn, I don't want to fucking like. I even skipped out on Guardian of the Galaxy, and I love Guardian of the Galaxy, but I was just so tired of the political bullshit being stuffed down my fucking
Yeah.
eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or throat. But it's like, dude, it's so refreshing. Um, Getting a movie that is you're making fun of everything. You're making fun of anything and everything.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, no,
It is
it's
what it was a gory. I would say it was a gory movie. It's a very gory movie. It was a lot of blood, a lot of broken shit. So definitely, if you're a woman, you're probably not gonna like this movie.
no.
uh,
Some of you ladies are gonna like this movie. Like you ladies, like if you could get past the jokes, you're gonna like this
yeah.
movie. Especially if you're looking at this in the screen, motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
That motherfucker was shredded. I was like, damn.
yeah. He was.
And he's at 50.
Now they showed that one scene where it was like him with the bike, and I was like, who? Which Logan is this?
Oh, yeah,
What the fuck was he that?
where he's like going to different universes and shit.
Yeah,
Caught me off guard is the short keen Wolverine.
Oh yeah. That shit caught me. I was like, whoa.
I was like that, but that's actually common accurate Wolverine though. That's Wolverine for real, for real.
That's how short he actually is.
Yeah, that's exactly how he is. What's good, D? You know that. But fucking yeah, no, that's literally fucking Logan's actual height. He's like 5'2", 5'3" in the comics. Actually, he's like more animalistic and shit. But yeah, nah, for fucking Calvin, Also, spoiler alerts if y'all haven't seen the movie and shit, go watch the movie. But it's been like 2.5 weeks now. If you haven't watched it by now, then the fuck you doing with yourself?
If you haven't watched by now, fuck you. Go watch that damn movie, man.
On the real,
It's a good ass. It's a good ass goddamn movie, man. Ain't no fucking bullshit going on with that women rights shit, man. It's just a
it's
movie
refreshing.
that's straight comedy, fucking violence.
Uh,
There's a lot of violence. I'll say that.
it's
It is a lot of violence.
amazing. Yeah, especially if you're a sociopath, you're definitely gonna love this movie.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
but yeah, nah, he definitely, especially if you go to the range every fucking weekend and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking murderous tendencies. Do you think RDJ should have been? Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. That'd be like our ending. But nah, he overall amazing movie. I've been seeing like they're trying to do the behind the scenes thing right now. Like I don't know if you heard, but supposedly on the extended version when they release the DVD, it's gonna be like 3 hours of just extra footage of them just fucking around and shit on set. Just it's gonna be funny as fuck. It's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are funny as fuck. Hugh Jackman's still killing it at 55 fucking years old as Wolverine. And was it Ryan Reynolds? He's like 47, 48. Like these guys are in their 50s pretty much, and out here,
Pound and liquor.
yeah, on the real,
Fucking alcoholics. The alcoholic jokes was fucking hilarious,
on
man.
the real.
That shit was fucking. That was like a modern day Marine.
Yeah,
That was a modern day Marine drinking like that and still performing.
yeah, bro. That on the real, that's literally what it is.
Was having withdrawals, nigga. He was like, hold on. He's like, oh no, that's rubbing alcohol. He was like, oh. He was like, all right, fuck your liver.
And fuck it, I was like, oh yeah, he said fuck you, living.
Like, fuck your liver.
Yeah, shout out to all my army guys too. I know you fucking assholes are alcoholics too. Shout out to my boys. Fucking yeah, I remember there was a sergeant I was cool with. Not gonna say his name, but you know who you are. This dude, yeah, he was sergeant. Remember I came to his room. They're like, Barco, go get Sergeant such and such. He's not answering his call. I was like, Roger, son. And I go to his room, motherfucker is slamming down the Jack Daniels. I was like, hey, Sergeant. He's like, hey, why the fuck you in my room? And I was like, Sergeant, it's PT time. What the fuck you doing? He's like, oh, it's not fucking PT time, motherfucker. It's 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Sergeant, it's 5:30 a.m. He's like, you're fucking.
What the fuck?
He's like, you fucking lying. No, I'm not. Oh fuck. He's trying to put his clothes on. Uh, he's like, because he can barely walk. He was like, he was wobbling to the formation.
Yeah.
Fucking throwing up on his shirt and shit. Hey, Derek, he said, yo, if I audition for Marvel, what position would I get? Uh, Probably the same position I would get. Uh, Man, I would say Mr. Fantastic, but I think Fantastic's too skinny. It has to be like a plus size superhero. I think.
Hey, I fuck with Blade, man.
Yeah,
I
oh,
can't believe they
shit.
brought
Yeah,
back
my bad.
Blade.
Shit. I forgot we.
I can't believe they brought back Blade, man. That shit was crazy, dog. Blade, bro. I know. I'm gonna tell my dad, I'm like, because I know my dad hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
My dad was obsessed with fucking Blade, man.
Shit. Everybody was, man. He saved the Marvel comic. Like, people don't realize what Blade did for the Marvel Universe. Like, I'll get back to you, Derek. I got you. My bad, dog. I know I was gonna. I have a superhero in mind. I just can't remember his name. Fucking yeah, no, my dad was obsessed with Blade too. He had all the movies and shit. Everybody was. He saved the Marvel, like he saved Marvel cinema forever. Like or not forever, well, pretty much forever. Rest of history. And from the 90s. They're about to sell it off. They're about to sell Marvel. Like Marvel was at a tipping point where they weren't making any money off it. The comic books weren't selling. Usually they made a movie because they were trying to sell comic books. They did the same thing with Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
Because back in the day, it was all about DC.
Yeah, nobody really gave a fuck about Marvel. They had made old, they did old shit for it or whatever, but it wasn't working. They're trying to do Marvel. That shit didn't work. LeBron James to save America. But yeah, no, they did everything in their power. They were gonna sell it off, and I think what's his name, Spider-Man, almost bought the rights to like they were so all over the place that Michael Jackson almost bought the rights to Spider-Man so he can play him in a movie. Like no bullshit, that almost happened. Bullshit, you not. And after the success of Blade, X-Men came out. Because they weren't gonna let X-Men come. They weren't gonna let X-Men go. So the reason we have any movies today is because of Blade. Because of Blade. If Blade didn't go through, if Blade wasn't a success as it was,
yeah,
then it was over. the Marvel universe was done. So because of Blade, we're here now talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, and not to mention Ryan Reynolds, the man who gave Ryan Reynolds his big blockbuster start. Even though the movie was kind of dog shit, still gave him a big blockbuster start because Ryan Reynolds was So on Blade 3, Ryan Reynolds on
Oh,
Blade 3, and so Blade so Blade 3 was trash, but it still made some money. But that was it for the franchise.
yeah,
And so and then so the story goes the reason why Wesley Snipes kind of got blackballed from Hollywood. The story is
yeah.
that he was difficult to work with, and he was forcing people on set to call him Blade instead of Wesley and shit like that. Like that's how it was. Like you had to. He wouldn't even talk to the director because him and the director got into like a shoving match and almost fought each other. And so it was that bad. And so people were saying for years that he was hard to work with and this and that. And then there's another story that comes out years later because nobody was giving Wesley Snipes acting auditions anymore or anything like that. And so he was pretty much done in Hollywood for a minute. And then another story comes out saying that the director and the writers of the movie Blade Trinity, they changed the script that Wesley had put on for the movie because Wesley was like an executive producer for that movie, I think, or some shit like that. And they changed the movie. Fucking like halfway through the fucking movie shoots, they're like, yeah, we feel like this is gonna be a better shoot because they're trying to make the movie PG-13 for all audiences and shit like that, and they fucked with the script supposedly, and that's why him and the fucking director were got into it. He's like, I'm not gonna,
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because Blade is not meant to be no PG
yeah,
13
it's not,
movie.
and so
It's not. Just like Deadpool. Deadpool's meant to be rated R. Blade meant to be rated R. Wolverine technically, but I can see how they can make it PG 13.
yeah, and so it was like like for
Not really a quarter mouth.
no, and then for a long time, everybody was saying that he had a problem with Ryan Reynolds too, because Ryan Reynolds was making jokes on the movie too. And so, but it turns out at the end that they've been best friends this whole time.
Yeah.
And so, that's why he was on the movie, which actually makes sense. It was just like the producers and all the people at the studio changed the movie and fucked with the whole script and shit. That's why the movie was dog shit.
Disney got rid of Fox and they got rid of who else? Like who like they got rid of their board of directors and that's why everything's kind of like working its way out. Everything's
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. The Fox superhero universe or Marvel universe is done. It's officially what's it called? Marvel Studios now. Marvel MCU. Let's see. Let's see the chats. Let's see what the old boy's talking about. He said, "Who's the best Spider-Man in your opinion?" Cuzzo, Cuzzo, and DP, or
Tobey Maguire was
yeah, Tobey
to
was gonna be
me
the best.
was the closest
Yeah, Tobey.
to Spider Man.
Yeah, Tobey was the best Spider-Man. I ain't gonna lie. He really
Yeah,
was. Like he,
little British ass motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, he fucking did his thing.
yeah. Now the movie, like I said, the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time was the Tom Holland No Way Home.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the greatest
yeah,
Spider-Man movie of all time.
that's the greatest movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spider-Man movie,
but
yeah,
if
but
you
like,
want the
the
actual man,
greatest,
the Spider Man compared to the comics, I give that to Tobey Maguire. I think he really
yeah,
like put himself in the role
yeah.
and became
He was getting shitted on
better.
the whole movie. Peter Parker gets shitted on the entire movie. Life just shits on Peter Parker with no toilet
Yeah,
paper, no wet wipes. Just a dry,
yeah,
nasty shit. Just dumps on Peter Parker every scene. His
yeah.
fucking girlfriend's kissing other dudes in the fucking movies. Fucking, I don't even know how many times that happened. Each movie he kisses like a different guy. And so
God damn.
Yeah, because when she kissed the bully in the first movie, or she's fucking around with the bully in the first movie. Then in the second movie, she's fucking James Jameson's son, the astronaut. She's fucking him. They got married, and she was so evil. And I think she's like the true villain of this story. I think people don't really realize like Mary Jane. I think is the main villain of Peter Parker's story. Not that's. I feel like she's the main fucking villain. She fucks other dudes and then goes back to Peter.
Fuck them on the movie,
Yeah,
like,
and she
and you just like that fucks with everybody's head too. It fucked my head. I was like, God damn.
like dog, leave her alone.
This motherfucker.
Like it was crazy. Like he could have left her alone. And what's his name? And on the third movie, fucking Green Goblin's son, what's his name? James Franco's over here tonguing his girl. Like other niggas are getting with his girl before him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so, man, that's why I was like, I feel like she's the true villain of the movie, Mary Jane. And I hate how everybody ignores it. They just let it go on by. It's just Peter. Whatever. Like, forget about. He said, you talk about Mary Jane or the 956. But yeah, nah, yeah, bro. Nah, Toby's the goat though. I ain't gonna lie. Toby's the goat. Spider Man. Bro, I feel a Batman and Spider Man crossover would be badass. Yeah, but DC and Marvel won't allow it. Different universes, but it'd be cool. See them team up. Nah, a better team up would be Deadpool and Spider Man. Deadpool and Spider Man would be a better team up. Not gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, what's the name? Wolverine was supposed to be teaming up with Spider Man in the Spider Man 2 movie. I don't know if you all knew that. Spider Man
You
1.
said Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine was supposed to be there, but on the day of the shooting, he forgot his costume, and they just kept the regular story in there because X Men was hot and popping back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That was the hot thing. So they're like, oh shit, throw him in there. Let's do a little crossover. And so, nah, but honestly, if it was Batman versus Spider Man, I think Spider Man would win just because he has Spidey senses.
I don't think so.
You don't think Spider Man will win?
Nah, I think Batman's more prepared.
If he has prep time. But the thing is, Spider Man's also
The
genius.
only, the only people that are good at beating Batman are people like the Joker, where
Yeah,
he's not planning anything.
yeah,
The Joker is just going with the flow.
yeah.
He's just doing what comes next. What makes sense. That's why the Batman has so much of a hard time with the Joker, because it was just like everything was
Yeah, he's
unpredictable.
just an agent of chaos.
Yeah,
He's an agent of chaos. There's no order in chaos. And so,
yeah. There's no order in
yeah,
chaos.
fucking,
So, but when it comes to like a person like Spider Man, he's gonna make a plan, and Batman's gonna have 7 million contingency plans. You know what I'm saying? Like he could take down. He almost took down Superman in that one movie,
yeah. The thing
but
is, like,
that's
Spider Man, I don't know, man. There's something about Spider Man, but I don't want to get too deep going into it. But fucking,
yeah. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole.
yeah, that's too much of a rabbit hole. I feel like I'll nerd out. I turn too much of a nerd.
Like, we're talking about Goku.
Well, actually, if you look at subchapter 6 on the comic book series issue 5, I'm not gonna do all that. But
Nagato's a Rinnegan.
you see how Naruto here, he does the Renegon. He's like, Naruto doesn't do the Renegon. Yeah, he did. He did on subchapter 5-6. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, no, but yeah, no. Batman, I agree with Dominican Poppy. Maybe, yeah, because he could take on Superman too, though. That's the thing too. So not gonna get into it. But going on, no, Deadpool and Wolverine was going back. Amazing movie. The cameos, they had what's his name, Patch Wolverine. They had comic book accurate Wolverine. They had Omega Wolverine, where he lost his hand and only had one side claw. That shit was amazing to see that in real life. They had what's his face, the Calverine, and then they had Hulk versus Wolverine. That's the movie I want to fucking see. That movie right there.
Yeah. I remember that comic. Oh my goodness, Hulk versus Wolverine.
We rips them in fucking half.
Yo,
That shit was fucking crazy. Seeing that shit as a kid. Nah, have you seen the cartoon? The cartoon's amazing.
yeah, the cartoons are made. That's what I had. I had the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon's amazing. Like it's
I had the DVD. That shit was fucking
yeah,
amazing.
or animated, or when they're playing when they're
Yeah,
Marvel didn't give a fuck back then because, like I said, it was still we didn't know what direction they were going. This is before Mickey Mouse bought Marvel, so nah, dog, it was amazing and fucking yeah, that scene that comic, the way fucking Hulk ripped fucking Logan in half, that shit was crazy. And he regenerated and shit. I was like, yo, but nah, they were cooking on this one. They cooked on this movie, and you saw a little glimpse of it, and I'm just like, yo, they need to go back to that one scene right there, and fucking Hugh Jackman pay him $100 million. Hugh Jackman, we need you to do this movie. Here's $100 million. Mark Ruffalo, here's $20 million. Please
yeah,
come back, and that movie would easily make $1 billion. Easily,
easy.
easily. I'm telling you, Marvel, I'm giving you the tools. You do not have to go woke. You don't have to go woke anymore. And the thing is, Marvel is behind the scenes firing all the woke producers and directors and shit like that. And the writers, all the woke shit, they're getting out the door since the success of Deadpool and Wolverine. So they're throwing it out the door already, which is amazing. I'm glad they're doing it. Because, I mean, I'm tired of all this woke bullshit. It did not work. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
It did not work. You lost a lot of fans.
Lost a lot of fans. Yo,
You lost a lot of fans. A lot of super. Well, I was never a super fan, but I was just like a fan.
yeah.
So you lost me because I wasn't committed from the start.
Oh,
So
I
people
was.
like me, they're really like I'm into Marvel movies, but I'm not like committed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you lost me. I was like, fuck this. I'll go to DC.
Yeah, no, it ended with Endgame for me. Like I said, I tell everybody to this day,
Yeah, Endgame.
the
That was
game,
it.
it ended for me. I was done. But then I heard about the whole multiverse and they're going to do a Secret Wars and shit. Dr. Doom's coming in. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's go. But then, which we'll get to, I got you, cuz. What's called, yeah, and I was hyped for it. I was so hyped for that shit.
Yeah,
But then what's called they started going woke, man. They started playing these identity politics. They started playing with fucking with the woke shit. You know, everybody's saying go woke now. That's a woke thing and everything. You gotta go woke, y'all. Like motherfucker, that shit was when they started that shit. Go woke was because police were killing black people left and right, and nobody was. It wasn't televised and shit like that. That's the fucking that's why it was done. It's because of people of color weren't being represented or weren't being talked about on TV. Black kids dying, or even black on black crime wasn't even being talked about,
yeah.
and we're wondering why.
And it just spiraled,
Yeah.
and it just spiraled into other
And then
shit, and
it
then
turned into a
somehow
trend.
uh,
And
huh?
it turned
It
into a
turned
trend.
into a trend,
Yeah,
and then somehow the colors of the rainbow adopted the trend,
yeah.
and then it just started fucking everything up.
Okay, so
Like at that point, it just fucked everything
yeah,
up.
and then now all companies like Hollywood already said like you actually have to have people of color in your movies, not because the story is good, just because now. Like that's a rule now in Hollywood, and so he's
Yeah,
like,
which is bullshit.
it's stupid. You should have people of color if it fits the narrative or the story, or if that person's
Yeah,
just too good of an actor to not pass up. You feel me?
yeah.
But let's see. What do y'all think about Avengers coming out 2026? I don't think it would be good.
I'm excited because we're going in the right direction.
Oh yeah, I think Marvel's
I'm
back.
excited. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I'm a
Yeah.
little confused.
So it's a
I don't know what's going on.
yeah. So it's actually a thing that Tony Stark becomes a variant of Doctor Doom. So that's actually
A variant?
a variant. Yeah, a variant. So in some universe, there's a variant of Doctor Doom that's actually Tony Stark, and so
Oh, okay, makes sense now.
yeah, and so but they're saying he's not the actual Doctor Doom though. The actual Doctor Doom will reveal himself during the Avengers movies and shit like that. They will actually reveal himself of our universe, and so supposedly the Tony Stark variant went around killing other universes. He's been destroying other universes and shit like that. And so that's like his thing. So that's the reason why I don't even think it would be good. Everything's woke turns, but woke is now all about rainbow people, and why can't they just stick to their own thing? I mean, my thing is, I don't care what you do and how you do it, as long as it fits the story or the narrative. If it does not fit the story or the narrative, what the fuck are you doing putting it into kids' movies? What the fuck are you doing it do put it into sports? What are you doing it put it into media? If it does not fit the narrative or the story, leave it the fuck out. Make it a separate.
Leave it the fuck out.
Yeah, that's my thing. Leave it the fuck out. I don't give a fuck about your agenda. I do not care. I really don't. I want to pretend like I care. I really do. I can pretend like I care so I don't have to get canceled, but really, overall, I don't. I really don't care. And so yeah, like I said, no offense to any people too. No offense to to people or not, nothing. I just don't care. You're not
Yeah.
gonna shove. You're not gonna lecture me about what You're not gonna lecture me on what's right or wrong or what's morally correct or what's morally incorrect. Like I don't get my
Yeah.
moral. I don't get my moral
No,
from you.
call it what it
Yeah,
is. You're not gonna lecture me on your fucking
yeah,
opinion.
that's your
Now, if
opinion.
you got a fact to talk about,
Yeah,
if you got a factual statement, I'm ready to listen.
exactly.
But you're not gonna lecture me about a you're not gonna lecture me about a fucking opinion. I am not here for that.
Exactly. I'm not. You're not gonna come in and lecture me and be like, "No, you gotta say this and that." I'm like, I don't have to say shit. I don't gotta say shit. I've been saying this for years. Now it's offensive to somebody I like. I say like if it's somebody I care about, somebody I'm cool with and I respect, and they're like, "Hey, listen, this is how I want it
Yeah,
said. Can you work with me?" I'll be like, "Hey, I got you, dog. I'll never say that again."
yeah,
And I'll move on. Like I said, I can compromise, but don't be a dick about it. Don't get a dick in my face because I'm gonna whip out my dick and be a bigger dick. You feel me? And so, all right. Anyways, moving on. But yeah. So yeah, and I see you, Cuzzo. Yeah, no, like I said, it's everything. That's why, like, I stopped going to the movies. I stopped fucking around with a lot of things. Like these past couple of years, I've actually gone back to the movies. I've taken my family to go see movies. I ain't gonna lie, most of them been dog shit. Most of this movies been dog shit. But I was happy to spend time with my family and do this and that with them. And yeah, no, I'm not. We don't get quality anymore. Now it's just, hey, I believe in this. Now you gotta believe it. You feel me? Like it's like I believe in this. Now you have to believe in this. If you don't believe in this, I'm gonna cancel you, or you're a bigot. And not to mention most of these studios blame their fans now. There's a thing now. They blame the audience now on why shit fails. It's crazy. We're living in such a weird generation now where they blame the audience. They blame other the fucking.
we live in
It's weird.
we live in a generation where it's
It's
not
crazy.
eh, ownership is not a thing.
Yeah.
Like just owning up to like your own mistakes, owning up to okay, maybe I fucked up.
Yeah.
Or like maybe they just
Yeah.
maybe people are not receptive to my opinions.
Yeah.
You know
And not.
that
Yeah.
generation we live in is like, nah, let me just put the blame on them because they don't rock with me. They don't rock with me because they don't rock with me. It's like when your friend starts a business and then you just like he's not selling you on the business. He's like, yo, can you just buy my product because it's me? It's like, no, bro, you gotta sell me on this shit, man.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
can't I can't do whatever. You gotta sell me on this
Yeah,
shit.
it's too easy.